there's one that's a little more interesting than the other, so I think that's what I'll make it.
Cool.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Harry's on the way to Little Europe. And she's gonna tell Lookout to head on over called the Holy Angels Church.
Oh, another church.
Oh my. Yeah, I will totally do that.
Yeah. And this is a place that is run by Father Kevin, who is a retired solo and one of the most well-known people in Night City, particularly for his ability to handle disputes and mediate peace.
Yes. He is a famous name in Night City.
Famous person.
I want to ask Mira how long she's been in Night City. How long you been in Night City, Mira?
She like kind of thinks about it for a little while, and she says, maybe about 5 years, 6 years, maybe.
I can't remember if we asked her last session, is out of game, about our contact. What was his name?
We didn't. The father.
Yeah, I don't think we did. The father.
That's right.
I do have something I want to do while you start this conversation in the back, though.
Okay. Interesting. About you ever run into anyone by the name of the father?
She's just kind of like, her whole face changes when you bring up that name. She says, don't mention him around me.
I send a quick message using my goggles and my agent, so that can be seen, to Money's agent. That's like, you want to tell her to watch her back a little bit as a branch. I'm just saying, as an olive branch.
I feel like I type back, I'm gonna keep this currency for now.
Bet. Cool.
Makes sense.
All right. Oh yeah, and I'll stay silent for now. Actually, I do want to contact. I guess, because I know I'm fairly well known in the markets of the city. I wanted to ask one of my contacts if any special items have gone on the market. I'm basically asking about that package that we failed to retrieve last time. Just sort of while we're driving.
All right. You kind of reach out into the Fixer forums, and I mean, you get a lot of pings for like various different items which have surfaced within the past like week or so. It seems that someone, probably one of the Nomad groups, has found a pretty big shipment of old Militech weapons from the time of the war that got lost during their transport, and those seem to kind of be floating around the markets. You also hear word of some recovered documents from Arasaka that are going for a very, very high price at the moment.
Okay.
I have a
but nothing since last night, right?
Since last night, not really. There doesn't really seem to be anything like new going out on the markets besides like the weapons I just mentioned. Like there are like listings being currently posted right now about those weapons.
Right.
Gotcha.
I just wanted to send one message to Zana, my sister, saying look out and Money got hit, not critical, but might need your services later.
All right. She doesn't respond right away.
Yeah, I figure she's out here.
Right. And as you guys are entering Little Europe, you guys see a pretty stark change from what it's like in the combat zone. This place is a lot better run, much cleaner. the booster gangs are not as active around here. They know to respect the authorities who run this place. As you guys pull up to the Holy Angels Church, you catch a glimpse of Camden Courts, which still is very heavily guarded and fenced off after what went down there the other day with the solo. There seems to be a lot of private investigators, specifically from the Danger Girl offices. You can see their logos floating around on the sleeves of a lot of the investigators who are kind of lurking around there.
For all of our people not familiar with Danger Girl, they are cat girl themed private investigators and detectives. So just imagine that a big crime has gone off, and now there's like dozens of cat girls just wandering over, just going like, okay, we got to figure this out, guys.
Extremely
Great image.
dangerous.
Extremely dangerous people.
cat
Really
girls.
dangerous. You don't want to mess with these people. They're fucking connected.
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, as you pull into the lot of the Holy Angels Church, you see Mira kind of swing the side door open and say, "Let's go."
Cool.
Yeah, I get out,
Alrighty then.
follow her,
Same.
close behind. Yeah.
Right. As you guys walk towards the building, this is a very imposing cathedral, replicated in the style of old that you'd find all across Europe, with very fancy exterior. A lot of detail went into this, and it stands out significantly with the more modernist buildings that surround it as a kind of beacon of the times and styles of old.
Yeah.
I got my agent out. I'm just taking pictures of the architecture and like
Right.
not quite oohing and ahhing, but definitely like a little
Uh-huh.
more into it than you would expect.
Yeah, like this shit is fucking sick. And yeah, so you guys head in, and you see as Mira approaches the main door, she kind of just raps on it pretty loudly, just boom, 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 and you can hear the echo from the knock reverberate throughout the surrounding area. And you see as the door creaks open and an older man kind of shows his face. Now, this guy, he's built, but it seems that a lot of his muscle has kind of turned and isn't in the same state that it once was, but he still cuts an imposing figure, well over 6 feet. Just a large man with graying hair tied up in a ponytail and a thick gray beard. And he turns towards Mira and kind of says, "What's the business today?" And she says that you guys are here to settle a dispute.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
And you see as the older man kind of gives you guys a warm smile, says, "Please come inside. Weapons on the side table."
Cool.
Pull out my pistol and magazines and katana, place them there.
Yeah, same.
Pulls out the heavy pistol and the 3 tear gas grenades he has left.
I'll unclip
You see
my
as
combat
Mira
knife.
slaps the
Oh,
revolver
sorry.
down.
I'll unclip my combat knife, plop that down. The old broken light pistol, plop that down. The stolen heavy pistol, plop that down. And you'll see me open up my deck and show it to everyone, and turn it off, and put it back in my bag. Father, is it okay if I keep my deck?
Yes, that's fine. We don't have any electronics for you to harm here.
Wonderful.
And he gestures for you guys to be seated. In place of where the altar would normally be, you see a long wooden table surrounded by plush chairs. This is, once again, a display of the great wealth and decadence which surrounds this place, as these are very high quality furnitures, not easily found, especially in this time. and they too give off a feeling of just ancientness.
I want to see, is there like a second level to the cathedral?
There is. Yeah, there is.
Okay.
But you can't really see like how to get up there.
I moved to take a seat at the table, kind of cautiously, sort of just admiring all the things I've heard of but never seen, especially not in the markets that I run in.
All right. And you see that while you guys sit at one side of the table, Mira takes a seat at the other, and the father pulls up a chair just right in the middle. And he kind of looks out towards you, Money, and your guys' group. He says, "So, what happened?"
It's a funny
Look at
story.
Money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems Mira and us, our crew, we met last night. Basically looking for some product, some drugs, if you will. She was able to help us out, and we parted ways. But it seems like Mira thinks we have unfinished business.
You hear her kind of speak up, and she says, "I wouldn't say that's exactly the entire story. You forgot to mention how you stole the drugs, didn't purchase them, but that's not the big issue here." She turns toward the father and she says, "I believe that they're in possession of the chip." And you see as his face kind of turns and gives you guys like a scowl.
Right?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah.
Kind of like slams her hands down on the table. She says, "I know you guys stole it, so just tell me where it is."
I told her 4 times that we didn't take any chip, and that's why I was trying to do things peacefully, but no. Ugh.
Yeah, if we knew about a chip, trust me. I mean, I'm the person to know what to do with it. But no one wants to explain what this chip is. What is this that you're looking for? Maybe we can help out.
This chip, it was contained on our ship, golden box. And it's vital that it's recovered before it falls into the wrong hands.
Okay.
And know that someone stole it that day. It couldn't have been the mercenaries hired to attack our place. It has to have been you.
So, just to be clear, your working theory is that a highly paid group of black ops corporate mercenaries came in and wasn't able to take this chip from you, but meanwhile us and the image, like both of us like tears streaming from tear gas, like bullet wound in the head, you think we managed to do it.
The only people on the docks that night were you guys and the hanged men. And those mercenaries never came close to the ship. They weren't able to.
Sounds like the hangman has a tough problem. But look, I mean, we don't mean any harm here. How about we just, help you out for a fee, of course.
Kind of like scoffs at that. She says, "For a fee? You're lucky I don't kill you here for stealing from us in the first place and murdering one of our own. I don't think you understand the position of the bargain here. It's you who needs to help us out. And the fee is not taking your lives. Now tell me, where is it?"
I'll tell you this much. I'm aware of some precious item that has been sought after by not just you, but a lot of other people. I don't know what it is or how important it is, but we're not the only ones with targets on our back. You should watch yours too, Mira.
That's supposed to be some sort of threat?
Not at all.
A warning. I pipe up.
While we're here,
Who would dare come after us?
Well, have you ever heard of the father? No pun intended, Father Kevin.
What did I say about that name? Besides, he would never
but we're
dare
in neutral
harm me.
ground. And I'm tired of getting kicked down the road for this chip. We don't have it, obviously. So who is this guy? Maybe we can help. he asked about something similar. He asked about you specifically, and now you want to know about this chip. And so,
This
Father, do you
man you
know this
speak
man?
of. You hear like Father Kevin sigh. And he kind of butts in. He says, yes, I know about him as well. Or he does like to adorn himself in the same way as I. Oh, we don't traffic together. We've never once worked together. But if he's after this chip as well, then it seems we've got quite the dilemma. But how exactly do you know that he's after it?
I don't for sure, but I know he asked about you.
Mirror kind of butts in. Says, why were you speaking with him?
He reached out to us. I didn't even know this person existed before yesterday. We were doing some unrelated business, and no, we don't have such chip.
What did he reach out to you for?
I think that's confidential information.
There's nothing confidential here. This is a place to speak truths. Now I suggest you speak.
Well, I know it's something special, but we weren't able to find it. Some sort of package. He actually didn't mention chip in name, but I've noticed you all throwing that word around. I'm just putting two and two together. I haven't heard of anything on the market as of late involving something like that, but trust me, I've been looking. You can vouch by asking some of the vendors around.
So you're saying he asked you to retrieve a package?
Right.
And am I to assume that this package is the same as the one which I'm speaking of currently?
I think it's possible, but like I said, we didn't take it. So as far as we're concerned, we should be in the clear. And I'll be honest, we thought about if we ran into it, we probably would have, but the fact is we didn't. So there's nothing to negotiate involving that chip in us.
And lets out a sigh. You hear Father, you hear, oh my God, you hear Father Kevin speak up. He says, well, it's clear to me that these folk are not the ones to take what you're looking for, Mira. However, it doesn't seem that they are guilt-free of wrongdoing your person. Now, you have come to my place to settle this. I shall give what I think is fair retribution to both. It seems that you guys owe a debt to her. Not only did you steal from her, but you also attacked her and killed one of her people. Now, I believe it is only fair that you offer yourselves as a service to her.
I'm thinking
I'd like to point out that that was in self-defense. He tried to stab us first.
We warned him. I pipe up again.
Yeah, like straight up. We saw the mercenaries coming in, and I said to him, hey, don't want to alarm you, but there's a bunch of guys in black, heavily armed, who are about like in that alleyway
And he
we
was
just
coked
passed.
up.
And yeah, and the guy freaked out and like tried to stab us. And we kept telling him, hey, we're just trying to help. Stop trying to kill us. And he just would not stop. And for the record, everything I've said, I believe, is truthful.
It is 100% true.
And what of your attacking of her person and your stealing of her property?
He drew first.
So
I'm gonna
what,
let
you want
Money
us
talk
to?
from now on.
Yeah, I'm thinking. You want us to help you find this chip? I'm assuming, right? You want us to work for free.
Yes.
On top of that.
Yes, she says.
I guess she didn't mention the boost.
Yeah,
tell you what.
Yeah, you got it.
I'll agree. I think we can agree to help you out, but you have to tell me what this chip is and what it does.
Fair enough. I'm sure you'll find out anyway. I'm surprised the father didn't tell you. It seems you've been in quite a bit of contact with him. And I even sent you to retrieve it.
Quite a bit is a stretch. I once again pipe up.
You know, a lot of y'all are very
So you
tight-lipped, and
admit-
that seems to be causing issues for most of you. Have you ever considered taking a communications class?
Have you ever considered that this chip is not something which should be public knowledge? Have you ever considered that the likes of you should in reality never have found out about it? That's too late now. This chip is one of, if not the, most dangerous weapon to ever be brought into Night City. It is something which possesses the ability to destroy this city if it ever falls into the wrong hand. Now, this is not the first time something like this has surfaced, but hopefully it won't be the last either. You see, this chip is my property, and it was intended in the hands of someone who is best prepared to handle the possibilities involved with it. Now, if this were to say fall into the wrong hands, well, there's no telling what would happen. And so you see the dilemma here.
On a technical level, sorry to
make this
interrupt.
public knowledge. What's up?
Oh, I say, Externity says, as he's sort of looking up and just listening, sort of eyes closed almost, just taking in the information. On a technical level, you don't have to go into too much detail if you're going to stay like this. But you need to let us know possibilities so we can watch out for signs, if there will be warning signs. I need information to work with if you want me to find a thing.
Trust me, if this chip were to be deployed, it's already too late. It must be recovered before it is utilized by whoever it is that stole it or their buyer.
Is it a
Now,
standard memory chip? He says, annoyed.
memory chip? No, this is nothing of the sort.
Thank you. Here we go. More information. Let's go.
See, that's helpful because I'm just gonna pull like a handful of memory chips out.
Right? I'm
I would
like,
have
I
said,
got
"Is this
chips.
it?"
Right? Give me form factor.
Well-
Give me capabilities. What can a NetRunner help you find? My God. And then he just
All I'll
sits
tell you,
back.
all I'll tell you is one, don't slot this chip. If you do, well, let's just say it would be bad. Two, it's not a memory chip. It does, however, contain some very dangerous information on it. I'm not sure how exactly to describe its properties to you,
Mhm.
as I myself am not one who's borne witness to its capabilities.
Do you have
I
rumors?
am merely the middleman here. Rumors? No.
Ugh.
There are almost no rumors about this thing. I would prefer if it stayed that way. Or if the public became aware, there'd be a scramble for it. It would
Sure.
undoubtedly land in the hands of one who I do not intend it for. I'm merely one who is facilitating this transaction. I have no interest in the utilization of the chip or anything else like that. I merely wish to obtain the money that will be made from its sale.
Sounds like it would fetch a pretty penny. And you expect us not to get cut in on that?
No, I don't actually, unless you wish to find yourselves buried outside the town.
Can I roll?
Is this Mira speaking?
for-
Or
I think
Father
so,
Kevin?
yeah, right?
Oh, Mira.
Okay,
Father
okay.
Kevin hasn't been speaking for.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. I would have been a little bit different. But cool.
No, he doesn't make threats.
Cool. That's true.
What is the role for, like, if you know a person? I should have done this a long time ago, but I'm trying to gauge whether I know. Like, is she the owner of the hangman?
That'll be a streetwise check.
Okay. Should have done this a minute ago, but here we go. Streetwise is I rolled 14. Got 14 total.
Yeah, so you know, based off some snippets of conversation you heard and some details the father let slip while you guys were talking last time, she's not the owner of the Hanged Man. She's actually, well, you don't know too much about her position within their ranks, but she most definitely is not the one running things. You know that the one running things is a very mysterious figure. He goes by the name of the High Priest, and no one has been able to identify his actual appearance.
I tell you what, Mira. You run a lot of business in the Hangman, don't you?
Yes. I'm quite familiar with the weapons trade in this city. I once took great part in it.
I'm sure you've got dealings with whatever you want to do with this chip, and frankly, I want nothing to do with it. But we can't walk away empty-handed. How about we get first picks on whatever happens to reach your docks from now on, if we were able to successfully work this out, and let bygones be bygones. And
you expect me to give you free product as compensation for killing one of my own and stealing from me?
You weren't saying free product, right? You were just saying, like, call me first.
Not quite free product.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I like, hey,
we
here's
want
the
discounts.
selection.
First pick.
Right.
We'll pay.
You all are free to contact us on Import Night at any time. I mean, we can offer you, I mean, Import Night is public knowledge. Let's just put it that way.
Okay, gotcha.
If you come to the day before and you wish to be there while we're unloading, we can work out any deal for our product just as if you were any other fixer. If that's what you want as a reward, fine.
It's a pretty good deal.
I have no qualms with that.
No. The money's looking for like exclusive rights so that he can, be the guy that you get. Like, I get what you're putting down.
Yeah. I get it.
No offense, I don't think you guys necessarily have the backing and network to be an exclusive client.
We're here talking to you.
The amount you stole and tried to buy yesterday, I can't imagine you have much money.
We can get around. I mean, in the past 24 hours, we've been in contact with some of the most rare people in this city, and in cahoots trying to find some of the most important tech. I mean, if not us, then who? But
So you admit, though, that you are attempting to find this chip for the father as well, then?
I'm talking about what we're talking about right now. Right now, we are at this prestigious church talking to you about finding one of the most important things that probably Militech and everyone else in the city is looking for. So you ask us what makes us so important. I'm not quite sure, but something, obviously.
Certainly not your bank account.
Maybe that can change. How about we figure out a way to get you your boost back? And I want to use bribery on this. Figure out a way to find your boost, and you cut us in on some of the profits of that chip.
No.
Do you just laugh?
Well, boys, I don't know.
I'm just picturing her point of view on this. Like, I really almost killed these guys, pulled them to a third location, clocked that they stole from me, and here they are, trying to negotiate exclusive buying rights.
She has to have some respect by this point.
No, she's just like thinking, like, what is the audacity being displayed here?
All right, all right.
Money out here working.
What do you think, guys? Does it sound like we're gonna find this
I got
chip?
your back. If we can get that night before deal, I think that's a good end for you and us. I'm always looking for good chips.
Right.
So I'm in if you're in.
Sounds good. And I reach out to extend my hand, and I kind of look at Father like, is this how we end this, negotiation process?
He kind of just nods and he says, "Seems like a fair price." Mira reaches out her hand and gives yours a shake as well, and she says, "Well then, it seems like you will have quite the task ahead of you, quite the choices to make. I would be so saddened if I were to find out you betrayed me, for example, recovering the chip for someone else. I'm sure you understand what I'm saying."
I think we do. I think we do. And you don't care about this Father guy after your chip? He seemed pretty capable. I'm just letting you know. I wouldn't mess around with him.
What did I tell you about that name?
Well,
it's hard because there's
that
another
cannot be
father
named.
in the room.
Feel
he's
free to have him killed if you wish. I don't care. Just
This
handle
guy,
it.
he seems very nice.
Don't
Look
act like an
out.
idiot.
can you give us any clues as to where you last heard about this chip or anything? Because like I said, we don't know where it is.
Last I heard, it was on my boat.
We are her only lead.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I picked up on that.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I suppose we'll update you as we find things. But leave it to Money. He knows how to find even the tiniest needle in the biggest haystack.
Don't forget to grab her deets. We might need to call her.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Send me your agent info, please.
Kind of just slides her agent towards you.
Cool. We may need to I'm just kind of thinking about what we might get into. We may need to use your services at the Hangman sooner rather than later, depending on who we run into.
Oh, yeah. Might have to go shopping.
What do you mean? Import nights once a month. The date doesn't change.
All right. I'm assuming we're free to go.
Yeah, go. Use whatever methods you have. Any contacts, any friends you've made in this city, any people you might know from a past life. Whatever it takes to find this chip. Bring it to me. No one else. Be sure not to mention this around anyone. Not even my subordinates, any fixer friends. You need to keep this on the down low. Don't make it obvious.
I hear you. We'll get it to you. Yeah, I think we can do that.
Beautiful.
All right, and I get up and kind of basically just walk back towards the door, the big wooden doors.
All right.
Yeah, follow.
Oh,
I do want to do something
yeah,
on the
yeah.
way out, though.
Oh yeah, and grab my weapons, of course.
Yeah.
All right.
As we're grabbing our weapons, can I try to clock some details on her revolver? Specifically, I'm looking, can I get the caliber of this particular weapon?
That you can. This seems to be a 44 Magnum. And as you look it over, it's 44 in the style of old. And you once again notice the scratched out insignia on the barrel.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm remembering a particular detail we found out last session, and I
Yep.
connected that a little while ago. So I will, in character, talk about that when we are out of this room.
Yeah, yeah.
As you guys step out,
Oh,
You
wait.
catch one last glimpse of. Oh, what do you want to do?
Before we leave, like before we're standing up from the table, I want to look at Father Kevin, and I say,
Mhm.
"Thank you for your time. I respect what you do." And then I turn around and fall out with the rest of the crew.
He gives you a nod, and as you guys are heading out, you catch one last glimpse of Mira and Father Kevin in frantic conversation before the door closes.
All right, guys, spill it. What happened with that case on the boat last night?
Let's just keep walking. Let's just keep walking. Let's get to the Grundy. Let's keep
Let's get to
walking.
the car
Let's get, yeah,
first.
let's keep walking.
What's for the car? My car
Operational
that smells
security.
slightly peppery from the tear gas. And we're actually moving.
Yeah. We have a lot to talk about.
Yeah. So we got a few things to talk about. Do we want to start with what happened on the boat or what I might have noticed while we were talking about this lovely lady's pistol?
I definitely want to hear about what happened on the boat because I remember we had a similar awkward negotiation last night.
Oh, and I have a
Yeah.
question for the team too.
Yeah, go for it. Why don't you start?
Straight up, simple question. While we're in the car, I'm like, I want to make this decision now. I don't want no silliness. You know, are we
Mhm.
team Mira or are we team the father? All right, I need to know this now.
I was racking my brain on that. I think the father's more. I mean, you saw that car he sent us in. Mirror doesn't have one of those. But
Hey, found it. I laugh.
but
Yeah.
I don't think Mirror's trying to destroy the city, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the most
I'm
important part.
feeling Team Mira right now
So am I.
because she's at least connected.
Right. Yeah. I think we're that's the best thing to do right
She
now. But
seems a little
something
bit
tells
more
me
real.
yes. Yeah. Something tells me though this isn't gonna be the easy transaction, even if we do happen to find this chip pretty easily.
Not at all. I just wanted to know where our team's loyalty lies. All right, cool. I'm done. I'm
That's a
gonna be
good
on the net.
question.
Yeah, get you. All right. So to fill you in on what happened, and I feel like it was so long ago, so if I get details wrong, someone please correct me. Basically, we did a little bit of a search and came across the box in question. But we actually came across someone who was very nicely dressed, had like briefcase and an SMG. We kind of had a little bit of a quick negotiation and kind of professional courtesy. He's like, "Oh, you're here for the box." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, it's right over here." So we kind of like, you know, we weren't there to kill each other. So we kind of just like, "Oh, we'll grab this box." I suspect that since he knew immediately where it was and what we were talking about, he might have been the one who lifted. And I didn't mention it, and neither did Alec over here because he kind of did us a little bit of a solid. You don't have to lie if you don't know the information. And,
Yeah.
Again, we were hired to get the damn box, not like the contents of the box. Like, these people, like, I got to rant about this. These people keep going, like, oh, we don't want to tell you any details and stuff, and then keep getting pissy when we don't know the goddamn details of the job or the thing that we're supposed to grab. Oh, you got the chip. If she had said, "Hey, did you lift like a golden box last night? Like there's something in it," I might have been like, "Hey, listen, I'm not going to confirm or deny, but if that were the situation, I would say talk to my fixer."
Yeah.
Like
Right.
we could have avoided half of this issue. God damn it.
Tell me about it. I still, I mean, we're at this point looking for some magical chip that could end all worlds, and that's not how you go about looking for real items in the markets.
And that's from Myra. Now, the father just sent us on a goose chase for, hey, it's something that's smaller that fits in a bread box. Like, that's half the things in that city.
Yeah.
I could have given him a can of Smash.
It's true.
Smash. But anyways, it's just these people. So that's what happened. And also, You know, I couldn't help but notice that Mira was using a very old 44 Magnum, and I think you were talking about like old caliber. And I
Yeah.
think you were talking about the other day about the bullet that killed the lovely Queen Solo
Marosha.
over there, and
Yeah.
Marosha. Yeah, thank you. I was thinking about that, and I also noticed that the insignia had some sort of insignia that was on it that had been kind of filed off. I mean,
You want to know
I'm
something
not
really
sure about
fun?
what's that.
Uh, Gentlemen, how's your heads feeling right now? Because
Little.
Queen Marosha was also shot in the back of the head.
Yeah, and she was going only for headshots.
Yep.
Like,
If it's not her, what a damn coincidence.
right? Now I'm not the type to go around saying, "Hey, we expose people to potential problems."
Right.
I'm not that type of person.
Right.
But I'm just gonna say that here's the deal. Like, we know that people are gonna be looking for her in order to take her out as the person who killed Queen Marisha. And we know the father's looking for her. I mean, if we ever really need to take care of this woman who has so far been the one to threaten us the most, just saying we got options.
Yeah, no, for
This
sure.
is good to know.
For sure. 100%.
Well,
We gotta build the war chest so we can buy a solo, just in case.
yeah.
Heck yeah.
This guy that pulled a Bugs Bunny on you, whoever that may be, he said he was wearing a suit. You think? I mean, can you rack your brain on who he might be involved with?
Oh no, yeah, I never found information. That was what I tried to do last session. On his face that I recognized. Yeah, I got nothing last night. I said,
He's a ghost.
yeah, he's a ghost. Remember?
Yeah, I don't think I ever made that roll. Can I throw out a streetwise just to see if there's some sort of like I roll like a double crit and get like a 47 or something?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead and try.
Yeah,
I mean, listen, all I'll say is he's not impossible to find.
Right.
yeah,
I'll say that.
it's very difficult.
I rolled like a 27 on my library check last time. I gotta check again.
Yeah. I actually don't have streetwise, so this is just a shot in the dark here. Okay, so I rolled a 12. About who this mysterious young man might be, wandering the city, looking so nice.
Yeah.
I think mine was like 18 or 19.
Yeah, I didn't think I got it. That's okay.
Money?
Well, I haven't heard of anything being sold on the regular markets. I was looking around while we're in Little Europe. Should we perhaps ask some of these private investigative offices like the Danger Girls about anything in particular? We have to be tactful, right? We can't just say
Not yet.
For this. No.
No, we don't have much.
What if we play a little double agent and contacted the father?
I mean, he was supposed to take care of her and completely failed in that duty.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's using other people to
Yeah.
try and find this chip now, right?
Most likely.
Not gonna lie, I'm feeling a lot of heat on this job that I just straight up do not like.
Yeah.
Like,
we should probably get rid of some of this boost first.
Yeah, like
actually,
let's. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, we need more of these.
Let's head to a market. Probably, preferably one far from the hangman.
Right.
Looking at the map here, I don't know. Probably one on the east, the upper marina area. I think there's a market over there, right?
Gio?
Is this true?
I think that's for you, Cassidy.
Let me pull up the map. I mean, there's like, markets aren't really like permanent structures. They're more like, fixers will come together to set them up. You could like reach out to some fixer contacts you have, Or if you guys have any other contacts that are well known for drug dealing, that's an option.
Also, you're a fixer. You can plan a night market.
Not unless you're rank 5.
Oh,
Mahdi.
that's rank 5. You're right.
Yeah, that's rank 5.
You're right.
A very pointed comment was just directed my way. So I am going to call the character from my backstory.
If any of you smuggle drugs, I wonder who you could talk to.
I am going to
you're gonna call Johnny?
I'm gonna call Johnny.
Alright. You sorry, is Johnny a male or a
female? Johnny is female.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted
Yep.
to. Alright, so you ring up Johnny. It rings a few times, then you hear her over the phone. She's like, "What's up, Lookout?"
Hey, Johnny, how you doing?
Doing
And I'm
good.
I'm good. Listen, I occasionally smuggle some various items to you, and you happen to know ways to sell drugs. I'm sorry, I'm bad at this whole innuendo stuff. Yeah, I got some drugs I need to sell.
All right. I'm not in Night City right now, but
Who the heck are you? Is there another family trip that they didn't tell me about?
Dang, hear me from the back.
This is, they sent me out on business, okay, with one of the other clans, and so I'm actually off to a meeting right now.
Okay.
But I can put you in contact with one of my guys who he could get you set up. He could take them off your hands, or he could point y'all towards some street dealers who you could also offload it to, whichever you prefer. If you want to sell them in smaller quantities for maybe a little more money, or sell them in bulk to someone who can facilitate
I think
trade.
it's a large sum. I think we just want to get rid of it, give someone a wholesale deal, I'm thinking.
All right. Well, we got a local leader. I'll send you over Javier's location. You can go talk to him.
Sounds good. Javier.
All right. And you see as she hangs up, she sends you the contact information of a man known as Javier Lane.
Beautiful.
You got a contact, Lookout?
I got a contact.
Hell yeah.
Y'all should really ask me more about my life. I do things when you're not around.
I see. You don't talk much other than, about your possible escapades in Smash normally, and cars. And cars.
You know what?
We love the
That's
Grundy.
on me. That's on me. Yes. Just pat the Grundy.
Yeah.
So my normal contact is not in Knot City at the moment, but they've sent us over the contact information for a Javier Lane. Money, you happen to know anything about this gentleman?
I was just about to roll streetwise check on that, GM.
Yo, while that happens, can I also run a library search so we can do it at the same time?
Yep, go ahead.
16 for me.
All right.
And that will be a 16 library search.
All right. So, for our Fixer Streetwise, you know this man as the Mule. He is a mid-tier leader of a local Nomad pack, which is part of the Aldecaldos. And he kind of has his own crew, specializes mostly in distribution networks. And now our library search friend, you are able to figure out that this man is, he's never really appeared on the news or anything, but you find some police reports of this man being picked up for minor offenses of assault and trafficking.
Okay.
Drugs, not humans.
I was about to say.
Right.
I was about to ask.
Right. That's a different. That's a different.
This party
meeting.
does not condone human trafficking. Just gonna put that right out there.
Oh, I'm letting you know right now. If I see that, I'm stabbing everybody.
Drugs, weapons, and cyberware.
Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah, I know him. Tell you what, I'll hit him up. I don't think he owes me any favors, but I might be able to get us a good deal.
Sounds good.
Okay. I guess I'll call him up and I feel like I'm not utilizing some kind of skill, right? Negotiation.
Fixer roll
You have
ability.
operator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I got a fixer in my game, so I do know a little bit about it off the top of my head.
Okay. Uh, yeah. So I guess yeah, just feel free to chime in if you feel like I might be
Yeah.
missing something. But call him up. Just ring, looking for the mule.
You ring a few times and get a call, or you get an answer. It's like, "Yo, this is Javier. Who is this?"
Yo, it's money. How goes it, Javi?
"Oh, it's pretty good, pretty good. What you need?"
Just looking to see if you might be looking for some boost by chance. Might be able to help you out.
"Yeah, I got you, True. Sure, I'll send you a location. Pull through. We can talk about the details in person."
Sounds good. I hang up.
All right, he sends you a location out in New Westbrook.
Is this the same location that Johnny sent me for him?
Johnny didn't send a location. You just
Oh,
sent
my
the
bad. My
contact info.
bad.
But you would assume like you know that there are like nomads who are active out there. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. I like now that I've got the Aldecado link. I'm like,
Yeah.
cool. I'm also an Aldecado.
yeah.
And I'm chilling. I'm
So
like
he's
Nomad
just
for
sending you
hints.
out to New Westbrook, and he's like, "Yeah, just go pull up." And yeah,
I guess I send the address to Lookout or like maybe put it in his Grundy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um, all right. So what do you think we can get for this, guys? Maybe we can get some Smash for it.
On
Maybe.
the note of your abilities that you
Mhm.
might be able to use, one of your base abilities is you can haggle with people and you can get 10% more or less the market price when buying or selling items.
Mhm. Mhm.
Thank you. Yeah.
So if you did this as a whole thing, which we have 150, each worth 50, I
Mhm.
think that gives us like 7,500.
Mhm.
You could get, assuming that you successfully haggle with them, which I'll let you know, fixers roll crazy high for that because the rank ability is added to it.
Mhm.
You'd get an extra 10%. Even if you don't fail, assuming they want to buy it, market price is 7,500. Like,
Yeah.
that's a good amount of money right there.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool.
And
All
at
right.
worst, we're coming out at like 6,000 and some change if you get haggled
Right.
against.
Right.
Right?
Um. All right. I also just reload my clip while we're in the car. Something I didn't do yet. So I'm down to 26 shots.
Sounds good.
What are we gonna name this?
And
Oh, sorry.
oh no, go ahead. What's
Oh,
up?
I just said pipe up from the back. What are we gonna name this tear gas maneuver? Laughing.
Oh, Dutch oven.
The Dutch oven, excuse me.
Dust off sounds well, it sounds like we'll know what we're talking about at least.
Yep.
um, I'm thinking. Do we need anything particular? I think I might need to beef up my weapons. I know I'm not much of a solo, but sheesh, we got our asses handed to us.
Yeah. I mean, we could definitely upgrade. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of planning on taking you guys to the range and like helping you do some like we can buy some like small game ammunition and just like plink all day and maybe work on our skills a little bit. And
Sounds
you
great.
can find most non crazy weapons and source them for us, so you
Mm-hmm.
can definitely get it for us. And
Yeah.
to kind of go back into the mechanics things, one of the fixer's role abilities is they can always source an item up to $500.
Mm-hmm.
There might be complications, like we have to assemble it or it'll take a little while, but you can always find it. And all standard quality weapons, with the exception of like grenade launchers or
Mm-hmm.
rocket launchers, which might even be considered, are $500 or less.
Yeah.
So if you want to buy a weapon, and it sounds like you specialize in weapons, you can probably just like, hey, I'm gonna go find this and we'll be able to do it.
And as your rank raises, your reach increases as well.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, so like at rank 5, you'll be able to set up night markets, and get super luxury items.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like literally sky's the limit.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, you are a connection for all of the items that we need.
Yeah.
And in terms of armor too, I think medium armor jack is 500, which has a stopping power of 13 as opposed to 11. It gives you a -2 to your reflex and dexterity, but if you're not planning at shooting at the guys, you just want to have that extra level of protection, that might be something to look into as well.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, appreciate that.
Yeah. I also have a
Um.
copy of Black Chrome, which has like special items. So,
Yeah.
like, once we're offline, I could shoot you a couple ideas there.
Oh yeah. Appreciate it.
Speaking
Yeah. So
of,
we're.
just for crew and chat,
Mhm.
15 minutes until 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay.
That's a good call because I know we went a little
Yeah.
over last time.
I'm
I
keeping
don't have a
watch
game to
now.
get to after this time, so
All right. Well, yeah. I think I'm good while we ride to the place.
yeah, I'm good as well. I'm driving there, so
Oh,
All right.
I didn't, because I didn't know it was a chip we were looking for. Um, I didn't search like ask my contacts in the markets about a chip specifically. But I guess if only thing interesting that came was the Militech thing and the Arasaka data, it probably isn't on the markets,
Yeah.
right?
We'll know.
Okay. Yeah. Got you. All right.
All right. As you guys cruise on down, you pull up to the location and you begin to hear some pretty loud voices. It seems like a party's in swing right now. And as you guys kind of find a place to park the Grundy nearby, uh, yeah, I mean, it's night is falling and it seems like the people are getting more active.
Nice.
actually, there is one thing I just want to check since we were going through that area. Can I stop by the dumpster where I threw my shotgun and see if
Mm-hmm.
it's still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You stop, you pick it up. It's still there.
Sweet. I want to have my shotgun.
Yeah.
That's my primary
Yeah,
attack
I get
weapon.
it. I get it.
for
Awesome.
sure,
Thank
for
you.
sure, for sure. All right.
Cool. I guess so. We're walking. Is it like a where? What's around us? Is it a house, a build, like a?
There's like kind of like an apartment complex, but it seems like the people are just kind of out on their steps, you know. They got a fire going, you know, people are just having drinks, chilling, like it seems to be a little laid back, like
Solid Nomad
everyone's
hangout.
having fun. Yeah, exactly.
Heck yeah.
And you see the dude you're looking for, you've seen some pictures of him online, out Alexander
Mhm.
and Money and um Lookout would just recognize him by face.
Mm-hmm.
You see him just kind of sitting on one of the steps with a few people surrounding him. And he kind of lifts his head and he like sees you. He's like, "Yo, come over here."
I'm at least gonna grab my backpack full of drugs
Yeah.
because,
Yeah. Same.
yeah,
Same.
like
Same.
character perspective, this guy's an Aldecado, which is the same Nomad clan that
Mhm.
I'm a member of. My twin sister has vouched for him,
Yeah.
so I'm just like, oh yeah, we're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
for
he's a
sure.
nomad. I'm
I
a
don't know if
nomad.
we'll regret that, but
You know.
oh yeah, you are a Nomad as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
so we're like, oh yeah, these are our people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you guys kind of bring the drugs over, he's like, "Oh, you're Johnny's sister, or Johnny's sister. You're Johnny's brother, right?"
That's right. Yeah, Johnny gave me your contact information as well, and Fixer, my Fixer here, money apparently. No, yeah, we got something we'd like to sell to you folks if you're interested. And I'm
Yeah,
gonna
of
let Money
course.
do most of the negotiations because Money is much better at this than me. And I'm gonna take that step back and let Money pop into
All right.
the face roll.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All
I
right. Yeah. I mean, go ahead and enjoy yourselves or whatever. I mean, it's a party. Let's talk business.
Heck yeah.
I drop the bag down in front of him and open it up, pulling out some of the vials. Premium boost here. Figured you could cut us a good deal on this. You know, keep things quiet.
Yeah, you know. I mean, I could do that, of course. Can I just ask, where'd you guys get this from?
Like I said, we got to keep it quiet. Just trying to move it quickly. Say it fell off a truck.
Ah, stolen goods. I see. I see. Yeah, I mean, once it passes through our system, no one will be able to track back where it came from. I'll tell you
Mm-hmm.
that much. I mean, we push so much product, it'll just blend in with the rest.
Perfect. How's 8,000 sound? I think we got a total of 150 vials. 150
8,000?
bartenders. Yeah.
I mean, normally I'd say, yeah, sure, whatever. But, it is the summer. School's out. Not too many uni students looking for
True.
boost right now. So
True.
the demand's not that high. It might take a little while to push it out. And, the silence fee, like, what about like 7,000?
Mm.
You got any Smash on hand?
Yeah. He just kind of spreads his hands out. And he's like, table over there. We got Smash. You want a drink?
Look out
You trying to
immediately.
buy?
Goes towards that table.
Want a drink or you trying to buy? You
I
do a trade.
Yeah, I think we can work something out. The 7,000 is fine. But throw in a case of Smash and I think we got a deal.
All right, I'll throw y'all a 24 pack of Smash, 7 grand. How's that sound?
Perfect.
That's pretty solid.
All
Yeah,
right,
that's pretty solid.
deal's the deal. He reaches out his hand.
Yeah. I grab it, shake it.
Yeah, I go get the
Kind
other.
of reminds
I go
me
get the other
of
stuff.
Carl
Yeah.
Weathers, R.I.P. That you son of a bitch meme.
Right? Yeah, good deal still. Oh yeah, I bring over
Right.
the
Yeah.
other product.
Cool.
All
So
right.
yeah, I guess we do the exchange there.
Yeah, he just reaches into his fur coat and whips out a 7 grand. Just like starts flicking through it, like counting it out, like portioning it. Like here, and he's like, "Go out back, you'll find a bunch of cases of Smash. Just go grab one."
All right.
I mean, while you're here, y'all can enjoy the party.
Oh heck yeah.
For sure.
Anything for
Sweet.
family.
Haven't done this in a while.
Hell yeah, brother.
All right, I head to the back, grab a case, and sort of rip it open and grab one, and I go to my boys, give them some.
Heck yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah,
Right?
I I asked about. I just mentioned to the mule, I'm like, hey man, you heard about Sasha or what was her name? The
Marosha.
solo
Marosha.
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 Did you hear about Marosha?
He's like, yeah, I mean, who hasn't heard about that? I want to meet the man who did it. I never
Might
liked
have
her.
already.
You met
I
him?
just say,
Damn,
wasn't
you
it?
gotta tell me the deets, man.
Shoot, I wasn't there, but I think the person that did it might have been the bartender over at the Hangman.
Bartender?
Or
Man, you got the wildest story. I don't believe that shit.
I don't know, man. I'd call it a hunch, but watch out for anyone who sports a 44 Magnum.
Hey, yeah, watch out for bartenders and shit. Yo, man, how much of that Smash you had to drink tonight?
Yeah, I think lookouts to like kind of look at him and swap over to Spanish because we've been speaking street song this entire
Mhm.
time. Just
Mhm.
be like, hey, like in all seriousness, like the bartender over at the Slammer, or at least the connection out there, their fixer, might have been involved. Keep your wits about you if you're talking to him.
He kind of just like says something in Spanish. He's like, "You serious, man?"
Nod the head is like, can't confirm it yet, but they're using the same weapon, and I'm just gonna tap to the like
Oh
the
yeah.
hole in the bullet wound in my own head. We tussled with them, and they were only going for headshots.
Says he's still in Spanish. He's like, "All right, man, I'll keep my eye out." I mean, we're pretty deep from them. We don't really traffic with their goods, except for
Oh, I
tonight,
know,
I
I know.
guess. But yeah, I mean, I don't have nothing against them. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'll take their goods, but I mean, they usually just deal with the more locals down in the combat zone. You know,
Oh, I know what you
we
mean. I
mostly
know what you
push out
mean.
to the suburbs.
Yeah, but I wanted to put the word out with the family a little bit that, you look at them, they don't seem like much, but trust me, we took a tango with them. They got subdermal, non-meat cyber eyes, like wicked good with that pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, they're using an older model. It was a heck of a deal.
With a speed
Yeah.
loader.
And
Yeah.
Honestly, I
speed
think
loader.
these holes in our armor kind of add a couple cool points.
I mean, listen. If it's the lady I think you're talking about, I'm not surprised. I'm more surprised y'all live to tell the tale. I mean, she's pretty well known in these streets, but I don't know if she'd really be the one to do it. She doesn't really seem like the type.
I thought the same thing, but she I don't know. She's more behind those eyes than it looks, and she's pretty connected. In fact, I don't know. I guess while we're here, if you hear about any, I know you mainly deal in drugs and whatnot, but if you hear about any crazy weapons getting trafficked across Night City, be sure to let us know.
Yeah, I mean, y'all gave me that warning, so anything I could do, small favors, just hit me up. I'll keep y'all posted about any special weapons. Why, you looking to gear up?
Not us, but honestly, I don't even know what this thing is, but it's supposed to be a doomsday device or something. So we're pretty valuable. We're
Man,
not in the
y'all
business
really
of
do
destroying Night
come up
City.
with the wildest shit. Yo, listen. If you ever trying to get geared though, I heard there might be a night market going down in a couple days.
Heck
You should
yeah,
ask
man.
around the fixers. I'm gonna be selling some of my product there, and maybe y'all can find whatever it is you're looking for.
Nice. Who's putting it on, if you know?
Man, I think I heard Yellow Jackets fronting it. He's
Nice,
been getting
nice.
pretty active recently. He was involved with that whole recovery of the Militech stuff.
Oh, okay,
So,
Mm.
heard
I
about
think
that.
he'll
Gotcha,
be
gotcha.
hawking those wares. And that whole the Militech recovery, it's been reminding me of something. I just can't seem to pin it down. I heard some of the older dudes talking about it. There
Okay.
was there was a situation like that before, and it went bad, bad.
You didn't we run into a vet last time? I feel like we did.
Mm.
Oh yeah, he
Okay,
was telling me about how my generation was responsible for the nuke, and I was telling
that's
him that
right.
I was like
Mm-hmm.
4 at the time.
Okay,
Oh, the the neighbor.
Yeah, the neighbor.
that's right. Yeah. Okay.
No, yeah. But yeah, last time one of them Militech crates came through, there was there was some bad business.
I see. Yeah,
You gotta have
appreciate
to
the heads
you're
up.
gonna have to ask the older fixers about that one.
I can hit them up. Um, that sounds like a perfect place. We'll probably find us there in the next few days.
All right, man. I look forward to meeting with y'all again, especially if you can bring me such profitable business.
Always, you know us. Just let me know what you need,
Heck yeah.
and then
Of
I
course,
like
of course.
cheers my smash can with his, I guess.
Yeah, cheers, man.
Yeah, man.
Y'all gotta
uh,
where are
Um,
the other net runners? I need to touch the net.
oh yeah, XE's over here starving.
Oh my
He's
god.
been doing some traveling.
there's some electronics.
Okay. Like no, like are there I'm just looking for other net runners to chill with for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, the nomads, they run with all types of people.
Yeah.
They definitely got some runners. You notice a couple more chromed individuals. They seem to got some interface plugs type shit. They
I
just
just
chatting over by one of the fires if you want to head
I
over
just
there.
pat the boys, I'm like, you guys, you do you. I see some nice tech over there. I'm a go chat with the homies,
Oh,
and then just go
take
sort
this
of
Yeah,
before you
yeah,
go.
fun.
Yeah, I hand you your, I guess like 2,330 bucks. I think that's the split evenly.
perfect.
Yeah.
I give another. I take 2,000, give 300 to money. for the war chest, and then I keep it
Oh,
moving.
nice. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just take a straight 2,000 and give the rest over to you, either to keep your either for your fixer fee or for
Yeah.
group stuff.
I got you. Cool. All right.
All right. So you heading over to the Netrunners? You want to like talk to them?
Oh, nothing. I didn't want thematically. I just haven't been on the net, so I'm just
Oh, okay.
going to
Yeah. I
shoot
feel
the
you. I
shit
feel
with
you.
some net runners.
I was wondering if you were trying to like make connect or something.
I mean,
All
of
right.
course,
That's cool.
if there's people that's looking like they're talking, but most net runners don't talk. They probably just chilling. And I'm trying to chill and listen for any information, or if I strike up a conversation with somebody, I shall.
No,
But
yeah.
really, I'm just chilling in the techie vibe right now.
Oh yeah, you just go chill with them. You find out their names is Lucky and Laurel.
Lucky and
Um,
Laurel.
yeah, and I mean they're just net runners. Laurel runs with the Nomads. Lucky's just here for the party. He's more of he runs with a different sort of crew.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not the most amiable to the Nomads, because it seems he actually associates with some lawmen.
Okay. Cool.
Poor man.
They seem to be having a good chat. They don't really seem to be quarreling. They seem to know each other.
Yeah.
Just
I'll
chatting
pipe up.
about different parts.
Mhm. If they say anything fun, about anything that I know about, I'll try to join into the conversation amicably, and just chill
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're mostly just talking about parts. Trying to source some new different parts, maybe some chips at the next night market.
Cool. Yep, that's it. I'm just gathering information.
All right.
Listen about what's gonna be there, so on and so forth.
Mhm.
Oh, and I definitely want to get their contacts by the end of the evening. That's my goal. Is just get their
All right.
contacts.
Yeah. I assume the rest of y'all just enjoy the party.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do want to look into some of my fixer contacts, some of the older ones based off the tip from Mule. See
All
what I
right. Yeah.
have, yeah.
You hit up some of the fixer groups looking to speak about some old business about Militech weapons going to the city. You get some pings back from an older fixer named Wade, who he basically just tells you a little bit, like some tidbits of information. He says, like, yeah, there was a situation pretty similar to this where a group of nomads brought in an old Militech freight that washed up on the shores, and that yeah, the place got busted by the law. A lot of people died that night, and it seems that whatever was in that crate was no ordinary weapons, you could say. And the person who actually ended up with the crate is a guy named Bell, and that crate, his ability to handle it and push all that product onto the street was what got him his start in Night City.
Heard. Appreciate that, June. I think I'm gonna be at that next Militech shipment transaction in the next few days. Keep me posted on any new chips you find in the tech market if you can.
He's like, I got you, man. Yeah. I mean, I know you got a NetRunner run with you. I'll see if I could get anything they might like.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Thanks, man. And
Gotcha.
I guess I'll just hit you both up on your agents. Like, looks like that Militech shipment coming in is more than likely everyone's thinking it's going to be a important transaction. Might even get raided. Not
Ooh.
sure, but yeah, I think
So do we
everyone's waiting
not
on
want to
that.
go then, or?
No, we gotta go. We
Oh,
gotta go.
okay.
But we can't just go in there willy nilly. It's gonna be a big one. I think everyone's eyes is on that shipment.
But before we finish, I would like to update Zana and tell her our location. I'm like, after she does her runs, if she still has some bandwidth, uh, the boys definitely still have head trauma.
Oh yeah.
All right.
The smash.
You want to bring her to the Nomad thing, or you want her to meet you at your apartment?
Either or. She's also, Metacorp.
Yeah.
So I'm sure she probably knows the joint anyway.
Mhm.
Some band-aids will fix it. It's fine.
Okay, headshot wound, dude.
Nah, headshot's a completely different edge runner.
You see? I just start pointing at him and looking at everyone else around. You see?
All right, if you need me to like take something, fine.
Yeah. She says that she'll meet you back at your apartment when y'all
Perfect.
get back. She's got some medicine for you.
Perfect. Thanks, sis.
I hear I yell over to one of the nomads like, "Hey, June, turn that up," and just start dancing and like fooling around, basically.
Having a good night.
Valid.
Having a good
Yeah,
night.
That's how that
Hey.
smash gets you.
Let's dance.
Cool. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, y'all vibe out, party wraps up, y'all start heading home, and you meet back with your sister at the apartment. She like, what happened to you guys?
Salam alaikum,
Got
sister.
shot in the head.
They both, yeah, they both got shot in the head.
I just
Right. You see? You the bathroom was right there, money. It was right there. We were outside. Why here?
She face palm. She's like, you let them drink after they got shot in the head?
It took it. Look, I can only do so much.
You know that's not safe.
I can only do so much.
That's. Oh shoot. Oh, no, it's fine. I definitely gotta find someone to deal with this, but just take the helmet off and like look at the bolt hole. Just be like, I gotta get something to buff that out or something.
How much will
kind of like mine.
how much DM how much normally does she charge for her medical services? I know she won't charge me, but I'm just gonna give her money.
I like, I mean, it depends. Like what you kind of need, like, what type of
They probably
what
need
they
some
called?
speed heal and the removal of the
We
bullet
just need to
wound
take a
shards.
couple of down days. That's all we
I think
really
that-
A
need.
couple of down days. You don't want any help?
for some speed heal, probably like 100 eddies each.
Cool. Yeah, I'll buy speed heal off her and just. Oh well, she has to administer it. So if they want it, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I'm already half asleep next to my puke, but I just kind of lift up my thumb, like.
Yeah. She gonna jab you with some speed heal, and you're gonna recover your body plus will amount of HP.
Oh, good.
Beautiful. And
Cool.
can I make the assumption that also stabilizes us when she does that?
Mm-hmm.
Just because that's what starts the actual healing process.
Yeah.
When she came over, I thought she was just going to be stabilizing us. I'm like, cool, I got 50 eddies, but yeah, I'll take a speed heal for 100.
It also stabilizes you.
Beautiful, good to know.
Cool.
And if I know the going price, I will like politely insist that she take some money for it because just in the same way you don't fuck your fixers, you always take care of your mid ticks.
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
And money. Looks like you're not getting any action.
I was about to say I'm a very lonely man.
I was wondering if I should make a joke about that being figurative and literal, but y'all made it for me.
That's perfect.
I look at money. I'm like, she's my sister.
Where is my HP? So that's back to full, right? Oh yeah, there we go.
Your body plus a will.
Yeah, it should be.
Which should be
Speed heal is one of the very few ways to quickly heal in this game, and even still, you can only benefit from the use of it once a day.
Once per day,
Yeah. Normally, you need a med tech in the party to be able to do it, but at least one of us thought to have an NPC connection for that. Though we should not abuse that because
no, for sure,
the DM might kill us, might start throwing more difficult things at us.
No, 100%.
Hey, listen. I mean, if you're gonna be facing down with people like Mira, y'all are gonna need some speed heal.
I immediately called because I was like, we just fought a Mira.
Yeah, that was your guys' first taste of being truly outmatched in this city.
Oh, don't worry, I felt it.
Oh
I
yeah.
felt it.
I was just stalling as hard as possible. The next thing I was gonna do is kick open that door and just sprint.
All I'll say is, there's a reason why she has a reputation of 5 in this city.
Oh,
It's
heck
crazy.
yeah.
And she was just like, yeah, the audacity.
Right. Right.
The audacity of these people to attack me and steal my drugs and kill one of my people and then be like, "Yo, can you like give me free peak access, please? Pretty please."
Even
That
I
was my
like
favorite.
both as a player and as a character, like in my head, I'm like, damn, this guy is here. This guy is always working, but at
Yeah,
the
I was
same
like-
time, maybe not today.
I was like, money's on it.
That's-
I'ma stand by my homie. He said, I see an
gotta-
opportunity. I was like, this is why he's the
Yeah.
fixer, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like we're at the negotiation table. Something's got to happen here. Like, but you win some, you lose some.
Yeah,
I think we got a decent transaction out of it. Yeah, I think that was my favorite moment.
Oh yeah, okay.
Definitely.
Jim, are we closing? You have more scenes that you had planned?
I mean, listen, I can keep playing for like more time. It's up to you guys. Like, I'm down to keep playing. If you guys want to keep playing, like I could run for a few more hours if you want to. But if you guys have something
I
you
would
want to
love to.
do, or you're just kind of tired, it's up
Well,
to you guys. Do
Go
you guys
to
want to
about
keep going?
7. I didn't know if we were ending now or not, but yeah, I can go to about 7.
All right.
yeah, how you feeling?
I can go
Which
for a
is,
little bit
I
longer.
guess,
I might want a
yeah.
bathroom break if we're gonna do that.
Oh,
Okay.
definitely, yeah.
Perfect. So, cool. What we can do is we can, if this is okay, is this a good breaking point for a quick bathroom break, and then we'll come back in?
Yeah, sure.
Wait,
Yeah, sounds like
wait.
fun to
Let me
me.
actually think about like this actually. Wait,
Okay.
because you said that you can only stay till 7.
I mean, it's not a hard stay, but I probably will, like I could probably go another hour or 2 before I get
Also,
tired or whatnot. Yeah.
also,
But here's the big question: are you mentally like a little drained, gonna have a hard time role
Yeah,
playing?
yeah.
Because
Mhm.
like I
Yeah.
know I normally end my sessions at about 3 hours
Yeah.
because that's when people start
Yeah.
to like.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, I probably would be. I wouldn't be fully utilizing my brain for sure.
Also, I like to
It's
tease
probably
my
best to call it here
audience.
because I
These
think
horns aren't up here for no reason.
True, true.
I think probably the next big I don't I think it's probably best to call it here just because I don't really know what scene would be ran next.
Perfect.
Besides I was anticipating like this to be the end and then we would
Right.
start
Yeah.
next session around the time of the night market.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Mm.
In that case, I do have a couple items I'd like my fixer friend to source for me, but
Mhm.
I think
Oh,
that
yeah,
can be
yeah.
handled offline.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just hit me up. I'll
Yeah, we'll do.
and yeah, while we're talking about off game stuff,
Mhm.
also, sorry if I'm not as active. I'm gonna get better with that on the
No,
Discord.
you're good.
Oh, you're
So
good.
yeah.
It's fine, man.
Hey, we all got lives.
I'd be forgetting we have sessions until like 2
Yeah.
days before.
Yeah.
We all
I'll
have
work sometimes,
lives.
man.
Yeah.
We should
I wrote
schedule our
up a
next
script.
session tonight, though, so that we know when it's
Oh,
coming
yeah.
up.
Facts.
Plus, for
We
our
can do-
viewers,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm thinking is like, does this time mostly work for you guys on Saturdays?
I think
Yeah.
so. I mean, I'll be actually. It can't. Wouldn't be all the time because I almost ended up filming a sketch, earlier.
damn.
So it really has to go week by week.
Yeah.
But
We'll
All
do
right.
the
I
thing.
mean, I was thinking like
I'll stay on top
I
of
was
it.
thinking like we could do either next Saturday or the Saturday after that at this around the same time if you guys were up for that. I don't need to. I already have a very concrete idea of what will happen next session, like what I kind of have planned. Unlike this one, and I don't have as much personal stuff going on, so I could run next
Thankfully.
weekend if you guys want to, or we could do the weekend after that.
as
We'll
long
have
as we
to
set it like now, that'll be what I do next
we'll have to
Saturday.
check because next weekend I also have a set. Just to let everyone know, I'll
Yeah.
be DJing a set at the Black Diamond on stream.
Oh, yeah.
For all the Final Fantasy players, yeah, you can visit the venue on Final Fantasy. And if you're not a Final Fantasy player, remember that the critically acclaimed game does have a free trial up to level 70. You can play through Stormblood. But if you don't want to,
Yes.
Sounds
play
really
the
cool.
game, you can come through and still listen to good music and meet some good people.
Oh,
You like?
Yeah.
Is it so? It's a virtual set.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I might
I'll at
check that
least
out. I
pop
had a
up on your
Final
stream.
Fantasy account. I think I got up to level 50 with that. I can pop in
Yo,
for a little
run
bit.
it. Zalea de Morte is actually the owner of the same artist, is also the owner of said venue.
Nice.
Dope, dope.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like an online world or something? Like you can buy venues and stuff?
Yeah, bro, I'm out here, fam.
What?
I'm out
I
here,
Oh, yeah.
gotta
fam.
I gotta find out about this
No,
I
game.
think
dope,
I
dope
got
shit,
to the
dope.
point with the guild, the Yellow Serpents, I think it was, where I got
Mhm.
to the ranking of them that I could actually buy apartments through them
Yeah, yeah.
and not have to deal with any
Yo,
guilds.
What is
Yeah.
this
come
game,
through,
dude? This
come
sounds so
through,
cool.
Yeah,
come through.
I don't play Final Fantasy. I don't know what they talk about, but like this just sounds
Yeah,
sick.
yeah,
Like,
we've
Yeah.
completely gone
Yeah,
on a
we've got
tangent
off.
here.
We've got off.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
To pull it back, I
Yeah.
would not be able to do it next weekend. I have
Mhm.
another commitment, but the weekend after, I could definitely do it.
Oh,
We'll
this
talk
is
about it on
Perfect.
y'all
Discord.
want to do that?
We'll talk about it
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
Discord.
yeah. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it on Discord.
All right.
All right, peoples. Did y'all have any magic moments or?
Yeah.
Mm.
Cassidy, please start. Our wonderful
Oh.
GM. Thank you. Claps, 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 claps.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let me ponder this one a bit. You know, I really honestly, I really like the creativity of the tear gas grenade in the card. Even
Mhm.
though it didn't work out necessarily how it was intended,
Yeah.
that was like one of the most creative things I've ever seen someone do in Cyberpunk.
The Dutch oven.
Thank you very much.
What is it?
Gotcha.
We have a lot of things. We got the something moonwalk. What is it?
Moonwalking bear.
Yeah, the
When
moonwalking bear, and now we also
Yeah.
have the Dutch oven. We're just gonna be able to call out things, and like the next by the end of
Yeah.
the game, we're just gonna be like, do the thing, and we're gonna do the thing.
They're
and
gonna
they're
have
gonna be
their
like,
own
what?
street slang by the end of the game.
It'll create rumors in Night City. Or like, oh, did you hear you got Dutch oven last night? You know?
We're gonna have the weirdest reputation in the city, guys.
100%.
Yeah.
All
Hey,
right.
who's up next?
Well,
That would
yeah,
be Mr. Money.
Yeah.
I told you probably that just being flat out told no for my negotiating was pretty hilarious to me. I think, yeah, I want to say that interaction because I mean I got the most juice out of the story probably around there, but it was also like the hardest because I was like, where's my angle here? You know, I'm always looking for an angle, and I guess even when there is no angle, which means I'm probably doing my job. So
Yeah.
it
No,
was a
yeah.
good indicator.
Great fixer,
Yeah.
man. I'm so happy you're playing a
Yeah.
fixer. Oh my God, you're a legend. Like you're, I could see Money being a definite
Appreciate it.
character.
Oh yeah, I'm loving it so far.
Hmm.
What about you, Lookout?
I got two. One for gameplay and one for hilarity. The hilarity one was Cassidy here, just like, if only one of you happened to have a connection to sell drugs. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, so officially my backstory is coming up. Good to know. Good to know.
Right.
That was great. The roleplay one, the ones you've already mentioned before, I also really enjoyed. But specifically, money, you like negotiating with a guy, it was actually really cool because a lot of the times the haggle kind of gets decided with a dice roll because people like don't necessarily know like how to
Hmm.
haggle because it's not
Yeah.
a thing in our particular culture. It was really cool to see that, and also to see you kind of dip into the gear thing because I did the math and like you effectively like you took a little bit of a loss there, but you got some
Hmm.
gear. It was like it was a really cool role play interaction
Hmm.
of seeing like yeah, it was like
Appreciate
I
that.
just liked seeing a cool like trade interaction that
Yeah.
wasn't just
Yeah.
straight up like, hey, let me roll haggle. Cool, they're gonna go roll trading. Sweet, you get your 10%.
Yeah.
Right. I appreciate that. Trying to use the role because it's a very, it's what you make it. Kind of like the
Yeah.
Mhm.
execs. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Hope
Oh
the
yeah, man.
audience enjoyed.
Oh, and it's me. Sorry, I was like, yeah, this was great. Um, magic moment. Oh, definitely the Dutch oven. Already mentioned. The standoff. Oh, that was it. Was the tension was palatable. Oh my, it was so good. It was so good. I was like, this is great. What are we? Cyberpunk Western now?
You talking about in the
Um,
beginning with like Lookout and Mira? Yeah,
yeah,
that was
yeah, in the
really dope. Just
alleyway,
we
it
weren't
was
even
pretty
there. We just
good.
had to watch.
Oh, what a great start! You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No, that was
yeah.
fun. That was fun to role play because in my head I'm just like, man, like I'm running into like Lookout's opinion of like, because he doesn't know that she's like a like he didn't
Mm-hmm.
get a reputation feel from her.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, oh, this is this person that we kind of threw under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Who like at that point I'm like, oh, this person is just trying to like fix their stuff. Maybe we
Mm-hmm.
can help them
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
And then we roll the like the face down. Like, I'm sorry, they have cool what?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Reputation
Holy
what?
shit! Right?
Oh my god.
Right? Oh my god. One other thing I want to ask the crew: how do you feel about the Xy's close combat net running?
Dude, just stabbing
Yeah.
the hell out.
Stab, stab, stab.
I was like, how can I get to this woman? I'm gonna just jump over fire.
Yeah. No, I liked that. That was good. Especially with the like specificity of like, oh, I'm going for this nerve. In the back of my head, I'm like, oh damn. Do we are we about to get a dark tragic backstory, like some sort of dark backstory about our friend over here?
There's some
Yeah.
things. There's
There's some things. There's
there's some
always some
things,
things.
you know.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it was great fun. It was great fun. With
It
that
was.
being
It
said,
was.
we're gonna go around one more time. Tell people your name on the interwebs. And then we'll wrap back around to me. I'll close out the stream. And that'll be it for the evening. And if you guys are watching the VOD, which will be up for a few days, um, this will be on YouTube under our podcast, Nuclear Eddies, so that you can watch it back if you would like. Um, with Foley work and a couple of other things that I'm adding in to make it a little bit fun for people watching, I try to get them out split in an hour 30 minutes, or slightly more, so that you can have at least two parts in between to catch up with us, if you didn't have or if you weren't able to stay for the whole time or came in
Mhm.
late.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, Cassidy.
Yeah. So once again, I
Mhm.
am your GM Cassidy. You can find me out in the world on the west coast of the United States, where I'm attending college at the moment. I will be making an Instagram for which you can contact me and to just keep up with some online friends. And yeah,
Perfect.
I've really enjoyed hosting this game so far, and I hope we continue into the well, I wouldn't call it the bright future, but maybe not so dark of a future.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dimly lit future.
You're right, right, right.
Dimly lit future.
The noir future. Right?
Yeah.
I like it.
Uh, hello again. It's Mac, aka Money, aka Mahdi. You can find me on Instagram at ITSAMAHDI. It's a Mahdi. That's where I post sketches, things I'm doing with acting, cool photos or things I liked, and occasional meme. So, and I'm gonna start posting maybe some clips from our streams. So, yeah, catch me there.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm up.
Hmm.
I am Brandon. I'm playing your lovely Nomad lookout with an atrocious accent, which I'm sure offends many
Oh, I
people.
love it. It's lookout now.
It's fitting for us, yeah.
You can find me at Fire and Bone 16 on Instagram. I don't post much besides art from the lovely artists that I love to commission, including Lookout's character art and hopefully soon some character art from my games, which are all offline, sadly. But hey, maybe I'll start one someday and stream that.
Ooh, do
Yeah.
it, do it, do it.
Hmm.
And back to me. I am Jaws, the solar powered bard. You can find me here, of course, on the channel. Become part of the Mycelium network. You feel me? And other than that, you can find me on the internet, but I'm not a shark. On YouTube, once again, we have our podcast under the title Nuclear Eddies. And I am here mostly Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, but the schedule is changing, so keep posted. If you haven't slapped that follow, please do. so you can get notifications when I am on, not just for this, but for other things like gigs, um, music coding, security research streams, and Final Fantasy plays. Other than that, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for stopping by. Um, we were gonna do this anyway, but we're so glad you're here on the ride with us. One more round of applause for Cassidy and for my fellow players. And thank you all. Until next time, stay patched, peeps. Peace.
Peace.
Right?